What's up guys, DuArktik with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about a little bit about the web warriors, and we are going to take a look on the kill order that I use for the bio nodes on the Doom 3 raids. This is going to be very important, as it seems, and not surprising. A lot of people are still struggling with those bio nodes, very hard to one-shot that second node, but I think I have an easy exploit that you can do with Miles that will help you to one-shot those nodes. For me, this was kind of game-changing when I changed the kill order and also the order where you use the abilities, and thanks to that I've been able to one-shot these nodes fairly consistent. Now we are going to take a look at the node 1 and 2. For the boss node, unfortunately, I'm never able to one-shot, I'm never able to reach that node. Whenever I try to reach the boss node, someone else from my alliance already cleared it. So unfortunately, I will not have a video for you, but we'll take a look at the node 2, most importantly, because that's the one I have the impression that people are struggling the most with. As always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. My robot functions today, they are glitching out. That's why the language program is not working out. Maybe I have been watching way too much Alien Theory, and I'm getting some bugs from David. Okay, so let's talk about the web warriors just for a little bit. Now, this team, as I mentioned before in my previous videos, in case you miss it, this is not a long-term solution. A lot of people, even content creators, they think that this will be the long-term solution, but it's definitely not the case for several reasons. First, because on difficulty 4, we are not even talking about difficulty 5, but on the difficulty 4, the web warriors, they are going to be one-shotted by the enemies that you face in raids, because they just don't have enough HP and they don't have enough negative effects that allow you to control the enemies. They don't have offense down consistently to all enemies that increase their survivability. On top of that, their buffs like defense up, deflect, and the offense up, speed up, it only lasts for one turn. So that means after you take the turn, you are going to lose those buffs. And the way you get those buffs, it's also a lot of RNG. So there are so many RNG elements on this team that they don't make it a good raid team anymore. They are great on Doom 2 and Doom 1 because they are punching down on the content. It's MSF 1.0, MSF 2.0. We are on MSF 3.0, so they are no longer punching down. So their viability is going to end very soon. And another proof of this is not only the damage that the enemies do, but if you take a look at the stats from the characters, you can see right here, like the HP for Scarlet Spider is 860,000, and when you compare that to Abomination, which is supposedly the next bio team, we have over 1 million. And on top of this 1 million, we are going to get additional 30% HP. That means that in total, the Gamma team will have 50% increase just in HP alone. The same applies for armor and so on. So the days of the web warriors, unfortunately, they are counted. Maybe they are going to last like 3 or 4 months, and then it's pretty much over for them. So how much should you invest on the web warriors in the meantime? If you didn't invest any tier gear on them until now, you should definitely avoid spending any kind of tier gear. Just get them to level 90 and gear T15. And with the time, we are going to transition from the web warriors to the Gamma team. Okay, so now with that in mind, let's take a look how you have to play on these nodes in the meantime while we wait for the Gamma team, and see exactly the kill order that you should follow in order to one-shot the first node and also the second node. Okay, so here we go, difficulty 2 on the Doom 3 raids, and some people have been asking me, because there is this rumor that difficulty 3 it's easier than the difficulty 2. Is that the case? Yes, surprisingly it is the case. While the enemies on difficulty 3, they have a little bit higher resistance and focus, they have less HP, less damage and less armor. So if you can convince your alliance to go all the way from difficulty 2 to difficulty 3, you should definitely do it. Okay, so now let's take a look at the gameplay. I like to use the ultimate of Miles early on, so you apply that defense down and disrupt to Drax. And then use the ultimate of Ghost Spider, and you apply those defense downs and disrupts across the board. Hopefully you can get on the enemy Ghost Spider, so you get rid of her quite fast. And the reason why you are spamming all these cooldowns, it's because you have enough time to get them back, so don't worry about that. If you are using the full Web Warriors team, you are going to get your cooldowns refunded on the next match. Okay, so we are getting a little bit of damage on our Web Warriors, and this is another problem with the Web Warriors, is not only they don't have the mitigation, they don't have the negative effects on the enemies like offense down consistently, and they also don't heal up by a lot. So these are all problems that the Web Warriors have. Okay, so as you can see now, I'm going to very slowly get rid of these enemies. You could apply blind to Scarlet Spider just to make sure that it doesn't do too much damage to you. For that you need slow, and you also need a T4 on the basic of Ghost Spider. So I applied the blind here, but this works for the basic and it works for the special, but it does not work for the ultimate of Scarlet Spider. So make sure you count the cooldowns to see if he's going to do his ultimate soon or not. Okay, so he did his basic, now he's going to do the special, so you want to get rid of him before he does the ultimate. And the Ultron, you need to pay attention. If your characters have evade, you don't have much to worry about, because he's going to fail the ultimate. In case your characters don't have all evade, you should apply slow and blind to Ultron to make sure that you survive. And then you want to make sure that you have all the cooldowns. You want at least 4 energy on the big abilities that cost 6 energy. So whenever you spawn on the next node, you have all abilities ready. So we are doing exactly that. We are going to play as slowly as possible, and sometimes you have to change the target so you don't do way too much damage. So that was the first node, so we cleared it in 2 minutes. A little bit slower than usual, but we were unlucky. And that's the thing about the Web Warriors. It's just so much RNG, so many things that you cannot control, that it really compromises the abilities of this team. The healing is RNG, the negative effects are RNG, the survivability is RNG, the evades are all RNG, the buffs are RNG. So yeah, this is not a good team. When you compare this team to the Bionic Avengers, it's like night and day. Because on the Bionic Avengers you have a constant output of buffs, of healing and so on. With the Web Warriors, no, it's not the case, everything is random. Okay, so now let's pay attention. Let's take a look at this node number 2. It's very important that you pay attention to the kill order. So turn rewind on Phyla-Vell. What? Yes, turn rewind on Phyla-Vell. Then you apply ability block to Beast. This is constant for most people. And then you want to use the ultimate of Scarlet Spider on Psylocke. That is going to allow you to do some big damage to her, apply slow to her, and also clear all the evades that she has. So right here, we didn't clear the last evade because when she attacked Scarlet Spider dodges, so for some reason it didn't clear the evade. But anyway, after you do the ultimate, you want to focus hard on Beast, and with your OG Spider-Man, you want to apply vulnerability and slow to Jubilee. You have to do the special of OG Spider-Man on Jubilee. This is going to apply slow to her, and that means that with the Ghost Spider, you are going to blind her. And if you blind her, you don't have to worry about her ultimate, because the ultimate of Jubilee is what many times screws up people, because yes, you can evade it, but you can evade the damage and still get the negative effects. So it's really something that you should avoid as much as possible. So you can see right here, I applied the blind to her, and now everything got missed, and that's the way you want to play. Okay, so now that Beast is gone, we still want to slap on Jubilee as much as possible, because if she's around, Wild and Kenny are here, she's also going to take advantage of that drain from magic. Then you want to apply some vulnerability or some kind of negative effects to Colossus, and finally Phyla-Vell used her special, and that's great, that's what you want. So now you stun Phoenix, so she doesn't suck all the negative effects on her, and then you are going to use whichever character has the defense down, slow and trauma to spread it around. In this case it was Nebula, so you want to take advantage of that. Then you want to do the ultimate with Miles and apply the guaranteed disrupt on Colossus. He has like 1 million focus, so you need to target Colossus, otherwise you are going to miss those disrupts. Even if you try to spread it, he can resist when you try to spread. It has to be the ultimate on Colossus. Okay, so you slap Psylocke out of existence. You don't want her to give any evades for the Uncanny team. Here we got unlucky and we got that stun on OG Spider-Man. That's really something you don't want. You don't want any character to get stunned. We also have the Spider-Punk stunned, so it was a big problem. Phyla-Vell is gone, and now we want to slow as many characters as possible, and we want Moondragon to not do her ultimate. She can do the special, she can do the basic that she does after the special, but then she's going to do the ultimate, is going to do big healing and defense down on your team, and you really don't want that. Okay, so let's see what we are going to do with the Ghost Spider. So I used the special there with ability block. It was a little bit unnecessary, but we got the assist from Miles and we removed her, so that allowed us to save a little bit of time. And then, very important, the second turn rewind that you have with Miles, you do it on Deadpool. You don't want Deadpool to do anything to your team. She does way too much damage and she spreads negative effects around that you really don't want. So Magic is gone, Phoenix is gone, and Deadpool, she's under control, so we are going to slap that Deadpool out of existence, and we are also going to slap that Phoenix out of existence. Phoenix, when she goes Dark Phoenix, she has very low HP, and if Magic is not around, she's also not going to have Drain, and she's also not going to have additional armor, so it's going to be very easy to clear her up. Deadpool is finally gone thanks to that turn rewind from Miles. And now we just have to focus on Phoenix and finish off the match. You can see that it went very well, even that we had those two stuns here, which were quite problematic. So it was not like perfect in terms of RNG for us, but it was good enough for us to one-shot this node and go with all the cooldowns ready for the boss node. Unfortunately, like I mentioned before, it's not going to be the case because my alliance always clears it very fast. So I assume it's not a difficult node. And there you go, easy one shot with the Web Warriors on the second bio node. Bio node, yes, bio node. Okay guys, so that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. How can you one shot the first and the second bio nodes with the Web Warriors? As you saw, changing the rotation of the characters, applying the turn rewind on Phyla-Vell, it was extremely important. And unfortunately, you are still going to have to use this team at least for 3 or 4 months until you get the full gamma team with Red Hulk. And supposedly Red Hulk is coming next patch, which should be still 1 month away from now. And we don't even know when the Scourge is going to be. But I hope this video helped you out on your conquest for the Doom 3 raids. And yes, for the meantime, you'll have to use the Web Warriors. Once again, if you didn't invest any Teal gear on them, that's fine. Keep them at level 90 gear T15 and that's going to be good enough. So yeah guys, that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. And if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. And I will catch you guys later.